Coach Ro from RocioFlores.com, and today's topic is how to deal with an unsupportive family. Now, this topic is going to be relating to the business, marketing, home, MLM, that kind of end, rather than the health and personal development side, although some of the tips can work for either end of it. Before I get started, I want to ask you guys to subscribe to my website. That way you can get on my newsletter. I send it out only once a month, and I share all the posts that I've done throughout the month, a little bit about what's going on in my life, and then some tips on how to get personal growth in your life. So let's get started. I'm going to share 4 points. The first one being that you don't have to share everything with them. So sometimes it's really hard, especially if you just started like an MLM, or you started with affiliate marketing, something that's online, and you are really pushed to share it with your family. The issue with that being, if they're a really unsupportive family, or they have their own misconceptions about the business, or they've had issues with people who tried to sell them stuff, or they've seen people who wasted a lot of money on it, those misconceptions are going to get in the way of the relationship they have with you and your business. And so you don't have to share everything with them. Only share the details that are necessary to them. So if you already know that they have a negative view on it, if you already know that they can't afford it, if you already know that they're just going to give you a big sermon or a big talk on why you shouldn't be doing this and how you need to get a job and all these other things, then don't even talk to them about it. You don't have to share these details with them, especially when you're seeking support. Don't seek it from them if you know that they can't give it to you. Don't ask them questions that they can't give you answers to. Focus on other things. There's a lot of things going on in life, and there's a lot of other topics that you can share or ask about your family instead of it being focused on you and your business. So don't share too many details if you don't have to. The second point is block them. Just block them. If you're on social media, it's okay. We have societal expectations these days about how you're supposed to relate on social media, but they're not rules. They're not set in stone. There's no like, oh, if you block somebody, they're going to divorce your cousin, or you don't have to be friends with them on social media. If they're causing you distress, if they're making you doubt yourself, and if they're making it harder for you to just do what you need to do on a daily basis, if you're afraid to post something that you need to post in order to get attention from your people, you don't need them on there. And more than likely, they won't even notice if you're, they just won't see your business post. If you are somebody who's got a really strong family tie online, like a social media presence, and you are sharing things about your kids, and you're sharing things about, your spouse, and they'll notice if all of a sudden you're not sharing those things, then make a separate web page, make a separate Facebook or a separate Instagram account, whatever it is that you're on, and use that for your business, and separate out your family. And that way you're not going to get any family members commenting anything weird that you don't want business people to see. And that way you're not afraid to be yourself and authentic, because you have to be yourself. If you want to reach the right people and the right people for you, you have to be able to say what you need to say and speak what's in your heart, and be able to talk to people openly without being afraid that your family members are going to post something dumb. So be okay with that. It works, trust me. Now, the third point that I want to come across is, it kind of goes along with the first one of not sharing too many details. It's don't ask the wrong people for support. And you'll find out by not getting the support who are the right and wrong people to get support from. And that's going to take a little bit of time. And you may already know who's not going to be supportive. You already know who's just going to be mean to you, or who's going to try to teach you things that you don't need to know. Sometimes you'll get the people who are like very supportive, but they're on the supportive end of trying to tell you what you should do, and you need something different. And that's okay. Maybe they're not coming from a bad end. Maybe they're just trying to be helpful, but you need to know what you need. So don't ask somebody questions that aren't supposed to be the people who are giving you questions. Don't share the details that you don't need to share with people. And the fourth point isn't so much about how to deal with the unsupportive family, but how to deal with the repercussions of having an unsupportive family, and how to get what you need yourself, but not from them. So you need to have your own support system outside of your family, especially coming into the business world. Hopefully you can find groups. There's groups online. Like, all you have to do is just add yourself to groups. They will accept you. And you are gonna have to get used to a lot of selling and a lot of people trying to spam you. but you will find friends that are online that you can ask questions, that you can ask for support, for mentorship, encouragement, inspiration, influence. Start following the people that are in the same kind of industry that you are. Start building a community and a group of people who care about what you do, because you're gonna have to. I mean, when you get customers, you're gonna slowly create these relationships, and if they're not just about getting $1 from them, then hopefully you can build a relationship that's past the product and into the actual relationship, and that'll be a really good sense of support. It's a really good feeling when somebody sends you a message and tells you that, you know, what you said to them helped, or what you posted today really made a difference, or what you're doing is valid and it's good and it's helping the world and it's positive and it's good in your life. And it's a really big change from maybe the people in your life that aren't being that support for you. So be okay with having a support system that's outside of your family. Don't ask for support from the wrong people in your family, but if you have good people in your family, people who are supportive of you, who are willing to answer your questions, who maybe have gone through the same kind of, you know, journey, or a different kind of journey, but the same kind of experience with other family members, talk to them. It's okay to have support with your family, but maybe don't expect it from the people who are already showing you that they're not there for that. And be okay with blocking them if you have to. Be okay with blocking them as far as not sharing what you don't want to share with them in real life, because you can't always block family in real life, unless you're okay with doing that. But if you know you can't, just be careful with what you say. Pick and choose your battles. Sometimes it's better to just let them say what they want to say, and you come back and you give it your all, and you use that information to help other people who are going to be struggling through issues like this. So those are the 4 points. I really hope that this helps you. You know, if you have questions, if you need help, if you need support, if you need somebody who can like give you a word of encouragement, or maybe help you deal with talking to somebody in a certain way, let me know. I can help you with those things. You can comment below or send me a private message. Just know that if you have it in your, there's a quote in this from this guy who says, you know, if God gave you the vision and what you're seeing is not what that vision showed you, then you're not there yet. If it's still in your heart, there's a good chance that you still need to get there. And so a lot of people give up right at the beginning. If they find it too difficult to get through that barrier of, you know, having to push past the people in their life to affect people outside of their life. And so if it's in you that you want to make a difference through this, then continue, even if it's hard. I really hope this video helps you guys. If you like it, please like and share and tag and comment and send it to people, and make sure to subscribe to my page. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.